Yeah, I'm gonna try. My voice is also a little bit weird. Okay, I'm gonna talk about artificial intelligence. Uh, Stephen Hawking and Elon Musk um, have warned about the danger of artificial intelligence and how, in some ways, like the bots or the robots can control certain kind of situations. Elon Musk also said that artificial intelligence is our biggest existential threat. In January 2015, Elon Musk and Stephen Hawking created an open letter to talk about machines ethics. And in 2016, Microsoft created a bot. The name of this bot is Type. They create a bot, and the idea of this bot is like a chat bot, and they put it on Twitter. But the bot go crazy. He go like racist, xenophobic, and 16 hours later, Microsoft shoot down the bot, and they apologize and they're trying to erase all the mess that he or she left. There is like three laws of robotics. In 1942, Isaac Asimov, he talked about that. The first one is a robot may not injure a human being. The second one is a robot must obey the order given it by a human being except where such order would conflict with the first law. And the third one is a bot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first and second law. And for a long time ago, these three rules start working well, but what's up? And there are like loopholes like what's happened if a bot or a robot doesn't know if it's a robot or a bot. Why he, she, or it does? Why he or she or it need to follow those rules if they don't know they're bots? And 4 days ago, what's happened is like in Science magazine, peer review, they publish a peer review paper for the American Association for Advancement of Science by Dr. Liharsh and Kansky. And they do an experiment with a company. The name of the company is Vicarious. This company, they were working with artificial intelligence for a long time. And what happened is that they cracked one thing that is CAPTCHA. CAPTCHA CAPTCHA is a system that works in a lot of websites that you need to put your, they show you images and then you need to select like what those images are, like cars, highways, or signs, street signs, or something like that. Or sometimes they show you a word and you need to type that word. And they crack this system, but this system is in PayPal, Google, Yahoo, and a lot of places. And they crack it in a 66.6%. What does it mean is like now the systems in 66.6% of cases, they're going to know if there is a robot, a bot, or a human. CAPTCHA means like completely automated public Turing test, tell computer and human apart. The T is for Turing because Alan Turing tried to create a system to trying to find the difference between a human and a bot. And what's happened now is that Vicarious create this system and they crack the CAPTCHA. And because this happened 4 days ago, like companies like PayPal, Google, Yahoo, they don't know how to handle this, and they worry about like these kind of algorithms being in wrong hands, and they start doing like bots to try to go inside certain kind of systems to steal information. And again, this is now the companies who work with CAPTCHA, they're trying to create an algorithm to try to compensate this. They tried in 2013, but the error was like just 3%, and now it's 66.6%. And we're not going to know what is going to happen, and there are going to be a lot of questions. And the biggest question, in fact, in artificial intelligence is like what happens if we create bots or robots, and in one point they start asking the question like, or they figure out that we have the power to turn them off, or they figure out like one piece is putting in danger like all the species or all the resources in Earth. What's going to happen if they figure out that we are the main problem to this world?